Okay, shalom, shalom. Yes, Allah, Kohulula, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rukahakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the waters for the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yah Hanan the Walk. Just coming at you with another quick lesson. Praying that's edified by the Spirit. You know, I'm doing something a little different today for camp. It's raining out, so I went to the camp spot, and it was just too wet, man. I didn't want the equipment to get damaged or anything like that, but, you know, we're just going to rock out. And I'm in YouTube right now. Just, I figured we just get into the news, because there's a lot of interesting news articles that's out right now. A lot of things that are going on in the world, so we can just run through a few of those and, you know, bring out some scriptures by the Spirit, man. Pray that this lesson is edifying for real. But this is Hassan Nasrallah killed in Israeli strike, and that's live right now on looking like about 80,000 people almost are watching this. Yeah, it's a lot of shit going on, man. So let's get a little bit of this. This guy right here, of course, he's a small hat. He's a damn, you know, pretty much a redneck. You know, he's nothing no more than a damn so-called white man, you know. But they saying that they're the holy people, and they're not, man. These are Edomites, Esau, Edom. And so they're able to run these stories, you know what I'm saying, because they run the news coverage anyway, you know. Pretty much the world's news is pretty much ran by these people, man. You know, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. They push their propaganda and let people know what you should be thinking, and they give you, you know, little scenes of shit, you know. But they got Jake dumbed down right now with the Diddy bullshit, you know. But let's play a little bit of this. You know, I kind of was looking at it from the beginning, you know, but let's just check out some of what this guy's saying real fast. We grab some scriptures that, you know, Lord willing here.
Stands behind Israel. This is a historic moment for the state of Israel. We're being fought on 7 different fronts by all enemies that are connected to and have built and been trained by Iran. And on a day like this, when one of the leaders of the proxies is killed, it's just another moment for the world, I think, to realize that they're part of this fight and that they're safer because of this. And they just need to support the state of Israel and the Israel Defense Forces.
All right, Major Durant.
I was about, no, we're not supporting Israel, man. You know, these are our enemies. Esau, Edom, the so-called white. These people are enemies of ours, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because you are the real, true Israelites. Those people over there are imposters, man. You know, they're imposters. So it's, you know, let's see here. Esau will bomb your ass to smithereens, man. This is what's going on over here. So let's get this one. Let's see a little footage. This is for educational purposes only, you know. Copyright disclaimer. Let's see here.
Bet you 50 grand you can't beat my score on last war.
Okay, wow.
This is the moment Israeli fighter jets bomb Beirut. Deafening explosions as huge plumes of smoke engulf the skies above. Israel's military immediately claimed responsibility, saying it had targeted Hezbollah's leader Hassan Nasrallah, amid unconfirmed reports the group's figurehead and leader may have been at the site. A potentially catastrophic blow to the U.S.-designated terrorist organization, which has already seen a number of its military commanders targeted in Israeli assassinations over the past week. As first responders pick their way through mounds and smoking rubble in its southern Beirut stronghold, entire buildings in this once quiet residential street have been pulverized. But at one point, first responders recovered a little girl, her tiny, dust-covered body held tight as she was rushed to a nearby ambulance, where she appeared conscious with only a few cuts. Barely an hour before the strikes, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu received a mix of boos and applause as he entered the UN General Assembly Hall.
Order, please.
Where several delegates stood up and walked out before he gave his address.
And will continue degrading Hezbollah until all our objectives are met.
Israel has begun massing troops along its northern front and appears to have rejected a U.S.-backed 21-day ceasefire deal with Hezbollah to temporarily end the fighting, as the death toll from Israeli airstrikes across Lebanon continue to rise. And tonight, the White House has said that President Biden has told the Pentagon to, quote, assess and adjust U.S. forces as needed across the Middle East. He's also telling his team to make sure that American embassies here in the region are taking protective measures. In H.I.M, CBS News, Beirut.
Okay, so hey, there you have it on that, man. And so you could clearly see, man, these people are warmongers, man, and they're gonna drag the U.S. into this bullshit. And you see how those people got up and walked out. Hey, people are not with that Israeli shit no more. They're losing ground as far as the narrative. They're not convincing the people anymore that they are the holy people and that they should be protected. And America is just gonna be dragged and pulled right into that shit. It's, you know, these wars, rumors of wars. Matter of fact, I'm going to get this Matthew 24. Let's start at verse 3 here. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And that end of the world that's being spoken of is not the end of the globe. It's not the end of the planet. It's like what it's going into is the end of the age. Matter of fact, I like how this particular version it's called the Passion Translation, TPT. I got multiple translations in this Bible app that I bought, but what it says here, it reads, later when they arrived at the Mount of Olives, his disciples came privately to where he was sitting and said, tell us, when will these things happen? And what supernatural signs should we expect to signal your coming and the completion of this age? And that's what that word world is going into. It's going up into the completion of the age of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the so-called white race and their rulership. Because Esau is the beginning of the world of Salakia. Matter of fact, let me get that. I'm going to butcher it. Let's go to the Apocrypha real quick. I'll come back to this because I want to read what the Yahweh Shai spoke of, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus. So in the Apocrypha, 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, let's start at verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or the end of the age, basically? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? So Esau's age, or his rulership, is about to end, and Jacob's age is about to begin. See, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're on the bottom right now, but there's going to be a role reversal. We're going to be on top, and they're going to be on the bottom. The so-called white man is going to reap what he's been sowing for centuries, man. And the scripture talks about giving him double, man. It's not going to be a good look for Esau, man, out here. And you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, that want to save these people, you want them to be in your kingdom with you, ruling with you. Or matter of fact, Jake would prefer that Esau rule over them in the kingdom, because that's how downtrodden you are, man. You have no goddamn sense. You really believe that these people are the rulers of the world, that white Jesus is coming back to save you, and that Jake really believed that. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans really believe that the so-called white man is going to come back from the heavens and save them out of the shit that the so-called white man put them in. But what the scriptures is clearly saying is Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So let's go on. Verse 8, it says, 2nd Esdras 6 and 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. That's what's going on in the earth right now. What's going on in the planet right now is a fight between good and evil, wicked and righteous. The wicked are Esau, the so-called white race, and the righteous are the race of Jacob, man. You Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Why do you think they go so hard about keeping you down? Now these other nations, they're involved. Psalms 83, it goes off into the enemies of the Lord. They're involved. They keep you down too, but their main enemy that allows the other enemies to come among and come into your neighborhoods, sell you cat, rat, and dog, is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Their main goal is to keep you from knowing who you are. They don't want you to know that you're Israelites. They want you to be black. They want you to be Hispanics. They want you to be Native Americans. All the names they gave you when they colonized you. That's what they want you to be. They don't want you to be called an Israelite. They don't want you to know the true name of the Father, Yahweh, which means that he exists, or the existing one. And the true name of the Son, Yahweh Shai, which the word literally calls Jesus, which means he's the Savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew. They don't want you to know those names. They want you to believe in white Jesus, which is a goddamn idol, and they want you to continue to go to church on Bible Sunday, Bible study on Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, especially on Sunday. They want you to go and worship your wicked ass idol and keep you in doom, man. This is what this man is planning for you. Verse 9, the point, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So his world is ending right now. Why do you think all this chaos is going on in the world? Matter of fact, let's go and see what else we got. We pretty much got enough on this right here. Got this bullshit. J.D. Vance discusses faith. Man, discusses faith. Hey, he says God really loves us. Are you fucking kidding me? Nah, man, the Lord is not with you, brother. The Lord is about to knock your asses right off, man. World War III is about to begin, and he's gonna knock your country right off, and you're gonna get and if your ass, when you come back in our kingdom, you're gonna be a damn slave to go along with Donald Trump, your running mate. You know. Now you got this guy right here. Attorney warns Americans this is something everyone should be. And this guy Merritt Adams out there in New York, and they're giving his ass the business right now, right? Okay, so now, hey, of course you got this hurricane going on right now. Hey, that hurricane, the Lord is tearing their asses up with this hurricane. There's been some judgments that have gone out with this hurricane, and it's in multiple places, man. Let's play a little bit of this real quick. Of course, I'm gonna let that just go through real quick before I unpause, unmute it. You don't need to hear nothing about Trump or Kamala, because they're not gonna make America great and again. And Kamala, she's not about to build back better or whatever the hell they got going on. Here we go.
He is once again forced to pull on that support as they embark on, again, a daunting cleanup process, frustratingly similar to last year's.
Yeah, our Savannah Kelly spent the day in Madison today. Savannah, the storm there left entire neighborhoods in pieces.
Yeah, Julie, Jacob, as we were driving around town today, we saw windows shattered, roofs ripped apart, and trees fallen into the road. This salon behind me looked a lot worse when we were here earlier this morning, but the owner spent all day today putting tarps up over the windows and sweeping up glass. When they first saw their business, though, after the hurricane hit, it was a shock. The unofficial motto of the Daylight Salon and Spa is to keep Madison County beautiful. But right now, it's the salon that needs a makeover.
It was a bit hard to take, but we're gonna get it pretty again.
And be thankful for what we do have.
Owners Anna and Jamie Davis have been cleaning up the shop since sunrise. Hurricane Helene left them with shattered windows, roof damage, and water damage.
It was a big shock, but we've got a lot to be thankful for. And we woke up this morning thanking the Lord, you know, that we were alive and that we were safe.
The Daylight Salon and Spa has been in business nearly...
Okay, so when he says thanking the Lord, who you think he's talking about? He thinks that the Lord look like him, with his American flag hat on, and when all these storms, man, I've noticed that when these storms hit, they hitting Esau. They hitting Esau, these goddamn Edomite neighborhoods, man, tearing their shit up. So the downfall of this place is inevitable, man. Let's get on Nahum 1 and 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. So he's not going to acquit these people, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to pay for what they've done to the children of Israel, because the Lord required the past, man. It says, the Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So the Lord is the one that tore your goddamn salon up, you know, and tore your damn city up.
Of destruction here. It's going to take this community some time to rebuild. Reporting in Madison, Savannah Kelly, WCTV Eyewitness News.
Okay, enough on that, duh. Let's see what else they got on, because a few, they're covering this. Let's see. Slovakia. Yeah, man, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, y'all have to wake the hell up. They got the Bloomberg on television. I mean, there's so much shit going on that people really don't be paying attention to. They got the Hurricane HQ. Let's see a little bit more. Let's see if we can get a little.
Have you ever used a surveillance camera that doesn't require electricity?
Slovakia. This is supposedly live. So let's see. We'll skip this. Damn, we'll skip all this shit. Damn, they say they'll be back in 30 seconds. We ain't waiting on that. Let's see what else. We're gonna get a little bit more if we can. Okay, that's the Doppler bullshit. We don't need the Doppler. The Christian perspective. Let's see what they're talking about. CBN.
But did you know that each fall, the entire staff of CBN sets aside a very special time to pray especially for you? We have seen tremendous miracles happen as a result of these prayers. Please call or send in your prayer requests today.
So-called black woman, hey, she gonna go to the end with these so-called white people, man. She's gonna take it there. And gonna be destroyed right along with their asses, believing in the idol white Jesus, man. The Lord is not some white guy. Let's see here.
And Rescue Task Force to our state. The California Governor's Office of Emergency Services is sending 151 firefighters and support personnel. The deployment also include California Swiftwater Task Force, one from the Los Angeles Fire Department. California's Governor Gavin Newsom says the task force will assist with search and rescue efforts, incident management, and emergency operations in the hardest hit areas. Well, here's a look at what's ahead. A hospital in Tennessee had to be evacuated from the roof. A look at the scary moments for patients and medical staff as they waited for helicopter rescue.
So the Lord giving the asses that business, man. Right? So the Lord is the one that's in control of these storms, man. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. And it reads, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Because it's a lot of people that got killed in this storm, man. I was looking for, see if they was gonna maybe talk about it. Well, this right here, this guy right here, man, serial child rapist, denied bond in murder abuse case of 13-year-old. And you know, when I read this article yesterday on that, I actually read the article on that yesterday. That little 13-year-old, they say, well, you know, of course, little girl. That's what America says and thinks when you're of that age. But you know, she was of age as far as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because in the article, she was pregnant by this guy, 41-year-old, and they was texting back and forth. You know what I'm saying? She was with it. You know what I'm saying? And but he just, so I guess once she got pregnant, he was like, you know, he had to just, you know, delete her, man. You know, but she was with it. Because she had texted him that, you know, she missed her monthly. She missed her little period. Whatever. You know, it goes off into how she met up with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? At, I don't know, some spot or whatever with another one of his friends or some crazy shit. But see, the Lord put her to death, man. You know, we just read that. It says, see now that I, even I am he. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Salakia. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. See? And the Lord, you know, brought that spirit of vengeance forth, man. Because this guy, he was already in jail for another, a couple of other so-called young ladies or whatever, and they still haven't found this young lady's body. You see? Let me see here what they got a shorter video. Let's get this one. It's only 1 minute and 9 seconds, but you can see right here they got her, you know, looking all a little cute, but she was with it. Because they went into the phone, you know, they checked his shit, you know what I'm saying? And they call her a little girl, but no, she was being wicked as fuck, man. She was doing what little women in America do, man. You know what I'm saying? She was with it. She was with this guy. But he, I guess, you know, once the pregnancy went down, he got at her. You see what I'm saying? It was Salakia. And Salakia for that. once this dumbass video of Kamala, they're gonna keep showing these because they want you Negroes to run out here and vote for this clown, man. She's sitting up talking with a goddamn tranny, talking about how, these guys in prison.
Be responsible for the disappearance and death of 13-year-old Naziah Harris will remain in jail without bond. This after being arraigned in court this afternoon. 41-year-old Jarvis Butts is charged with premeditated murder, criminal sexual conduct, and child sexual abuse. Investigators say Butts has a long history of sexually abusing Harris and even got her pregnant. The teen went missing 9 months ago after getting off a school bus on the east side of Detroit. Since then, police have searched neighborhoods and bodies of water with no luck. Naziah's body has not been found.
I just want this case to move forward. Naziah receives the justice that she deserves. And any other victims who have been victimized by this maniac, I don't want to use the words, but I need anyone who has been victimized to come forward.
Butts has also been charged for sexually abusing 2 other young girls under the age of 13. He's due back in court next Friday for a probable cause conference.
See, there you have it. See? You got the so-called black woman standing there and she probably done the same type of shit when she was younger. Because, hey, look, Eve in this country, man, are they get going early, man. It just is what it is. You're living in a very, very wicked-ass place. It just is what it is. I was reading the story. I'm like, well, goddamn, because I've been seeing her, her name and stuff like that for quite some time. They still haven't, like I said, found the body or whatever, But they had the evidence of the text messages and things of that nature. Like he checked into a hotel, she was there with him, and that's the last time that she was basically seen. And family members seen her with him, family members on his side, because basically I think what this guy actually got kids with this young lady's aunt, if I'm not mistaken. That's how he ended up, grooming her and shit, so to speak. And like I said, the text message, she was with it, man, so as a matter of fact, let's get a quick scripture on this here real fast. Hey, these are the days and times that we're living in, and things are going to get really, really nasty out here, man. Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. And see, that young lady, trust me, she understood what was going on. She was with it, I'm telling you. She understood. How do you think she got pregnant at 13? See, Esau, they'll tell you that these are kids, but how's a kid getting pregnant? The scripture clearly talks about, once a woman go on her monthly, it's around 12 years old, sometimes earlier, it could be as early as fucking 9 years old. Some a little later, but once they go on that monthly, they may not be fully developed, you know what I'm saying? May not, breast and, they may not be fully developed, but they can get pregnant at that age. And they generally start to develop around that time. Straight up, man. Verse 10, it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you, and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, which means, hey, you need to repent. Repent to the Father Yahweh in the name of his Son Yahweh Shai. And you're living in they being raised by these single mamas. They're not being taught anything. They're not being taught anything. They just, they're being raised to get on these phones, do their little Instagram and do their little twerks and do all this little bullshit. Matter of fact, I seen my neighbor's daughter. He's got a twin set, boy and girl twin set. And I think they're about to turn 10 next month or whatever. And so I'm sitting in my truck. They didn't see me, because they just had walked out on the porch. But, the dad and the son was on the porch, and she had a phone in her hand, and she walked behind his truck. She didn't see me in my truck. She walked behind his truck and hid away from him and her brother. And whoever she was on that phone with, she done some little freak shit real quick, you know what I'm saying, and tossed her hair and shit. And I'm looking like, what the fuck is she doing? And then she moved back around the truck and she started acting like, this little innocent girl. I'm like, hey brother, you got some you're gonna have some problems on your hands. Soon as I seen that shit, cause she surprised me. You know, I was like, damn, you know, cause you know they call me uncle and stuff like that. So you know, when she done what she done, I'm like, yup, she about there. She about there, and she's already developing. She's got little boobs and all that shit already. She's developing already. So he's gonna have a problem on his hands, man. Anyway, let's go back to this hurricane. So lucky for that. But hey, you women that are at ease, you need to repent, man. Because things are about to get real crazy out here. You need to be getting with you a man of the Lord. Let me play this one right here. Helene leaves devastation in western North Carolina. They don't have a story as far as Georgia though. Because I think it was like 50-something people ended up dying in Georgia. Oh yeah, man, it's not looking good, man. And I spoke with somebody yesterday. Oh, proud ass black woman. She was just about to fly down to Georgia and they canceled her flight. Yesterday I think it was. And I told her, I said, well, hey, you know, the Lord, he keeping you from that storm. Damn. Parents outraged over alleged prostitution near Queen's School. Man, this place is through, man. Let me see though. Let's get this video real fast. Let's get this one on. That's about flood emergency underway. Let's check this one out. Of course, we're gonna see the bullshit ass commercials. Esau gonna try and say, hey, this guy trying to sell you shit even in chaos, man. In just ridiculous, bro. Anyway, here we go right here.
In flooded swaths of southeastern United States as it moved inland Friday. In Tennessee, helicopters were sent to rescue over 50 people stranded on the roof of a hospital. One of the most powerful storms to hit the U.S. in recent years, Helene triggered catastrophic flooding. Millions of homes were left without power, and fatalities have climbed across 4 states. By early Friday, the National Hurricane Center downgraded Helene to a tropical depression with maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour. In North Carolina, officials ordered evacuations over concerns about an imminent dam failure at Lake Leor Dam. There were signs of erosion on one side of the structure. Officials later said engineers looked at the dam and determined it wasn't at risk. The energy firm that operates dams in the Carolinas opened floodgates to relieve pressure on nearby lakes. Before moving north through Georgia and into Tennessee and the Carolinas, Helene hit Florida's Big Bend region as a powerful Category 4 hurricane on Thursday night. In the city of South Pasadena, first responders came across houses on fire as they carried out a water rescue. The extent of the damage in Florida was clear in daylight. The coastal community of Steenhatchee was hit by a storm surge, a wall of seawater pushed ashore by winds that was 8 to 10 feet high. Resident Ted Saylor lost his home in the storm.
This is the worst. Ain't nothing even come close to it. It flooded my house, flooded on my second piece of property, tore down their steel shed they had for parking their trailer under it. That's all we got is their trailer, I reckon.
Officials had pleaded with residents in Helene's path to heed evacuation orders.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty much a wrap there. But hey, like I said again, if you notice, man, it's these Edomites. And you see, who you think was controlling the dams? Talking about a damn energy company. That's Esau, man. You know, that's that Joel 9:24, man. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein who is he? This man is wicked as hell, and he's running the planet. He sets up damn dams and get to directing water the way that he wants to direct water instead of leaving it alone and letting it flow the way that the Lord created it to flow to begin with, man. Well, let me go back to that Matthew too, because I had Matthew 24. We had stopped at verse 3, Salakia. Matthew 24:4, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars, rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So the Lord is in control of these storms, man. He's in control of who eats, who's not eating, of the homeless, who have homes. He's in control of this destruction, man. Because shit, out in California, you got fires and earthquakes going on at the same time. And I've never heard of, maybe it's just because of, just being in this truth. I'm just hearing about a lot of this stuff. But, I never used to hear about as many storms as have been happening here in the U.S., man, as of yet, and all these earthquakes, man. And then, of course, you got the wars, rumors of wars. We just went into this Israeli shit, and these people pissed because they're telling these other Arab nations or Muslims, they're like, hey, look, we got to stand together, man. It's time to get down out here, right? So you got wars, rumors of wars. You got the Lord clearing this place. He's destroying this place with storms and things of that nature, man. Hey, look, it's time for this place to fall, man. These are all the beginning of sorrows. Let's check this one out. Of course, they're gonna show a commercial, so you already know that. It's wicked ass people, man. These people wicked as hell, bro. You think that everybody will band together and say, hey, the world needs a break from you white people. That's all right, let's see.
Was Helene is gone. I'm Blair Miller.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. The storm is a memory, however. Its impact on Metro Atlanta and the rest of the Southeast, well, that is still being felt. Helene responsible for at least 40 deaths in 5 states, including 15 here in Georgia. A state of emergency remains in effect. That is needed to make sure our state gets the money for repairs. Over 800,000 people still have no power. Georgia Power telling customers it could be days before service is restored.
A firefighter among the Georgians killed in that storm. Blackshear firefighter Leon Davis had just responded to some downed trees and power lines when a tree fell onto his truck. And the federal government now offering more help. The Department of Health and Human Services declared a public health emergency, and the secretary said in part, quote, "We will do all we can to assist Georgia officials responding to the health impacts of Hurricane Helene." Neighborhoods across the metro are reeling from flood damage. Buckhead, one of the hardest hit. Drone video right here shows you a flooded part of town near West Paces Ferry Road, not too far from Westminster Academy.
Similar video from the Vinings area of Cobb County. All you can see is water. Officials say it could take a few days before things dry out there.
The rivers, creeks, and streams overflowed northeast of Atlanta. Some families living in Peachtree Corners still in the dark tonight. You can see the power lines shoved to the ground by Helene's winds. Helene is...
Okay, so, hey, you see what it is, man. So we got enough on that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, the Lord is doing damage, man, in these Edomites neighborhoods, man, with these storms, man. It's a beautiful thing, though. As a matter of fact, let's get, did we read that one already? Let's go. If we did, we'll get it again. 25, Sirach 25:7, Ecclesiasticus 25:7, also known as the Book of Sirach, the 611 King James Bible. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And this is what we're witnessing, man. We're witnessing the fall of our enemy. You seen that Israeli guy, when he was talking about this Hezbollah leader being killed over there, he was like, they're against us in Western values. Because hey, the world is not feeling Esau no more, man. The world wants you Edomites, man, to stop it. Even your own people want you to stop it, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got this guy, Mir Adams, man. They ain't no telling what the hell he's into. They got him on, but pretty much what he was saying was that he's being retaliated against from the, I think the Biden administration for saying whatever he said, you know what I'm saying? And hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, when these people want you to shut the fuck up, they'll definitely do things to you. You see how they got a P. Diddy ass, and he's just a distraction, man. That's But yeah, as you can see, yeah, that storm, man, it's done killed like a little over 50 people already, and we do know that that's the Lord, man. Matter of fact, let's get Amos 3:6. And it reads, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? See, the Lord done that. And we talking about a few states, man. That shit ripped through a few states. Now they got NASA SpaceX launch capsule to bring home Starliner astronauts. I did see a little bit of that earlier. You know, them people they stranded out there with these stupid asses. Because Esau, man, he can never have enough, man. He can never have enough. And again, you know, that Job 9:24, let's get it. It talks about how the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And see, overall, we know that that's Esau. We know that it's Esau Edom because he's the one that's in control of shit like this. Who you thinking? You think so-called blacks can, Hispanics or Native Americans can get their hands on some rocket fuel? You get caught with some goddamn rocket fuel and see how that turn out for you. You know, you think Jake will be able to put together a rocket, man, and get the, you know, well, you know what, you know, as a sovereign people, we should, you know, we're gonna explore space. We're gonna land some shit on the moon. Nah, man, you Jake, man, your ass is in slavery. You're not doing anything. You might be able to get a job for him, you know, and you would go through all types of shit if you wasn't like extremely intelligent, you know, to be able to help them with some of their problems, you know, to even get that job. But you're not going to the moon or going out into space and setting up no damn satellites or any of that, man. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If he's not the wicked, then who is? Because we can clearly see who's running the world. He's the one that's in the oceans. You know, he's the one that's able to build, you know, submarines and nuclear weapons and Black Hawk helicopters, and you know, who can be in control of certain materials, certain minerals, certain you know, resources in the earth. He's in control of all that shit. He's the one that's telling you, you know, where you can go and where you can't go and when you can go. You know, he's telling you about a fucking ID, real ID, a passport. Now this man, he's on a mission to chip your ass. As a matter of fact, I seen let me go into this little video. The apostle was it was playing earlier. Let's see if I still got it in here. You know what though? Let me see. I might have to. And he was showing this video of Canada with some goddamn chicken drumsticks, man. The shit was I might not have it in here. I was watching. It's just a little short too. I don't think this was the one here. I think I might be in another channel that I was in. But anyway, the drumsticks was $204, man. They was at a Kroger's. They were at a Kroger's, and I'm looking like, seriously, like, goddamn, you for real? And you know, she was like, hey, she was just like the lady that was filming it. She was with her, I guess that was her man, but she was like, a moral of the story is, don't move to Canada. Like, shit is getting outrageous, man, out here, man. You got WFI Memphis, Christian wants to fight. Yeah, they all do, right? Mother jumps to save son from black Hebrew Israelites. That's Genesis Toronto. So I'm assuming that these guys are branch off from Sakari. They already got their new little gear. They got their new little logo, and you know, selling everything, man. You know what I'm saying? To I don't know why Jake get all up into that. What the hell is this? Don't watch. If you're married in 8 countries, you can buy your wife for $35. Hell nah. Hey, man, but overall, I mean, you know, hey, that's what it was in the ancient days, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty much a transaction. It was a business transaction, man. What else they got here? Terrifying catastrophic failures. Let me see that shit. What's next for Israel, Lebanon, and Iran? I don't really want to mess with that. Let's see. Most feared inmate. Yeah, they fucking goddamn women, man. Through out here. Proud Jewish student. Okay, oh, there's some IUIC. This was 2 days ago. Okay, they got the little chart as far as the names. Let's see. Let's check out a little bit of this. We can check out a little bit of this. We'll see where it's leading to. It's a camp up the street from me. They be had the camp like right up the street from me. IUIC. Of course, they're gonna give you their logo. You know, they're gonna give you some music, probably playing in the backdrop. I normally skip all past all that.
Hairs were white like wool. Who has woolly hair? Black people. That's strike one.
That doesn't say woolly hair though. They said white is wool though.
It says wool. Wool is a what?
Wool is a texture.
Who has the texture here?
I'm a
were white like wool, as white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Why? Because what was Jesus Christ's first miracle?
Turning water to wine.
Turning water into wine. So he drank wine in moderation. We know he wasn't drinking to get drunk because he kept God's laws. You understand? Go ahead. And his feet. Now, if it was any shadow of doubt, now John the Revelator is looking at his feet. Right? Read. And his feet like unto fine brass. As fine brass. What's the color of brass?
It's brown.
Brown, right? Brown, right? Brass is brown.
I agree with that.
Well, you are the goddamn devil. Okay. John the Revelator is looking at his feet. If he doesn't agree with it. Read that again. And his feet like unto fine brass. As if they burnt in a furnace. Now, if you burn anything in the fire, what color would it turn out to be?
That's right. Right.
That's indicating Jesus Christ is what?
Right.
What? What'd you say, my brother? Come here. Say it again. He said I'm right. The Bible is right. The Bible is right.
Oh, look, we can agree that the Bible is right. I think we might have some different interpretations of it, though.
All right. Let me ask you a question.
See? Hey, that's Esau, though, man. This motherfucker is a complete goddamn devil, bro. Esau's a complete devil. And he's not going to admit to the scriptures. The scripture clearly says that his feet were like fine brass, man, as if they burned in the furnace, man. He don't want nothing to do with that. And he's supposedly Jewish anyway. They don't believe in the New Testament. But, of course, see, it's starting to, Esau is starting to be, tracked and seen for who he really is. A fucking devil, man, that the Bible speaks of. And those people that's over there in the Holy Land, the Lord is starting to put their asses on full blast. And the people are starting to see, like, no, you're not the people, man. You cannot be the people. But let's get on 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. These Edomites, and especially them Amalekites, man, because that's an Amalekite right there. But he's a so-called white man. He's no different than the hillbilly in Tennessee drinking on some goddamn whiskey right now. They're the same people, just a different tribe. You know what I'm saying? But he don't want nothing to do with the trueness of the Bible, man. And they into that Talmud anyway, man. That Talmud is nasty. That's nasty business, man. You get to bringing out some of that stuff to them, and a lot of them really don't even know. But some of them do know. And they look at Jake like they ain't shit to go along with the rest of the world. They all look at them like they're what they call them goyim, like your cattle. You shouldn't be respected. They can do what they want to do to you. And when you start bringing stuff like that out, they can't deny it, But still at the same time, they try to. Like, this guy's a complete damn devil, but they're being revealed as being the man of sin, the son of perdition, because that's one of the end days prophecies of what must happen before the Lord is coming. Because it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. What day shall not come? The coming of the Lord. So before the coming of the Lord, this prophecy must happen. The son of man, the man of sin, the son of perdition being revealed. That's a part of the end days prophecies. So let's see, we can play a little more. We can move on, man. I've seen it. Hey, we're just moving in the spirit, man. So, today, like I said, again, it was raining. Couldn't get out there to the spot. I actually drove there and I checked it out. I'm like, it's kind of heavy. It picked up, because it was kind of misty at first, but it was just too much rain to, I didn't want the equipment to get messed up. So, hey, we're just moving in the spirit. Hey, man's goings of the Lord, man. I pray that you're still edified, you know what I'm saying? And the scriptures coming out, and we just move in the spirit, man. We can't do no more than what he wants us to do. So let's play a little bit more to see this clown lying, and we'll move on.
Read verse 1.
Matthew 2, verse 1.
Are you familiar with Herod, who Herod was?
I'm not.
You know Herod the king?
Who he was the one who committed the massacre of the innocents, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What innocents? Who are the innocents?
Well, those were supposedly the infants that he tried to kill when Jesus.
Yes, very good.
Although we have very poor information on that, and
Let's
more
read
scholars
it.
can't find any
The
information
Bible
that was
has
actually
all
true.
the information for you. Let's read that.
Matthew 2 verse 1. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king.
Come on. So Herod was a Roman king, right? He was a Roman, letting you know that what? Israel or Jerusalem was under Roman rule.
Bring it out.
They went from the Greek, under the Greek rulership, to the Roman rule, right? Now Herod the king, this is around the time of Christ was born, right? Read on.
Behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, where is he that is born king of the Jews?
King of what?
King of the Jews.
So now Herod got afraid because he said, wait, I'm the king of the Jews by the power of the Roman Empire. But now, wise men said, we're looking for the king of the Jews, which is Christ. Read on.
For we have seen his star in the east.
Right, so he said, we have seen his star from the east. Now, let me show you something. I'm not going to go too heavy on this, but to see Christ's star from the east, they followed that star later on. How does a star move that they can follow?
Okay, so, you know, we see where he's going with this pretty much. But the thing of it is IUIC, man, you know, hey, you will learn that you're an Israelite from them. And don't get me wrong, those brothers are very astute. They're very knowledgeable. But them going off on that mark of the beauty and the beast, you know, that chip, they going off on that. They're gonna get a lot of our people destroyed with that doctrine, because they're not teaching our people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They'll tell you you're an Israelite, but they're not going to tell you that this man is going to come with a goddamn chip to perpetually enslave your ass. They're not going to tell you that. But and also, they're not going to tell you the true name of the Father. They're going to be Jesus. They're going to be saying Christ, Most High, Christ blessed bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They should be saying the true name of the Father and the true name of the Son, which is Yahweh. The true name of the Father, which means he exists, or the existing one. And the true name of his Son is Yahweh Shai, which means that he's the Savior or deliverer in the Paleo-Hebrew. Why won't they tell you that? Because the leader, Bishop Nathaniel, or General Nathaniel, or whatever he's going by, you know, now, I seen a dog video of him, man, you know, of him going into the name. So he know the names. It's not like he don't. I'm talking about he went hardcore, man. He gave you everything that you needed to know about how the name originated, what the name is. You know, he was, you know, going hardcore with it, man, back when he was younger. So he knows the name, but now you ain't about to hear that name flying out of his mouth unless he's doing it in jest. You know, he be all, you know, on some old, you know, clowning and shit, trying to be funny. So the only thing that we can get from that is you know, that they've been paid off, man. But yeah, these so-called Jews, man, these people, man, are fucking liars, bro. And they're the ones that's got the world in fucking chaos, bro. Also, you got this is Sons of Thunder, and that Sons of Thunder. Oh, HOI with Priest Sabak breaks down the Sabbath. Okay, so I think he teaches it the correct way, you know, because the Sabbath is not Friday sundown to Saturday sundown like those damn Jews teach. It's not. You know, he goes by the new moon. Matter of fact, the Sabbath is coming up. It's October 7th, which let me see what I think it's Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown, if I'm not mistaken. October 2nd, starting Wednesday sundown. So that's the new Sabbath that's coming up too, and we have to finish out this particular month. It's been Monday sundown to Tuesday sundown. And it's about to begin. It's going to be Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown, coming October 2nd. Let me go into all of them. Yep, Wednesday. That will be Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown. So throughout the rest of the month, it's going to be Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown. Right? And it's pretty much going to be like on 5 of those, because it's going to be the 2nd to the 3rd, and you're going to have it from the 9th to the 10th of the month, the 16th to the 17th of the month, the 23rd to the 24th of the month, and the 30th to the 31st of the month. So that's something to keep in mind, man. Because even IUIC, they teach Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. And that's not, sometimes it lands on Friday. It ends on Saturday sundown, but that's not every month. That's not a thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And because you have to realize that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all those those words, they're not in the Bible. Those are most of your days of the weeks. They're named after Greek, Roman gods and shit like that. Your months are named after Greek and Roman gods and shit. So all that stuff is idolatry anyway. Okay, so they got I think this the brother. I think he left. Last time I seen a video with him, he actually left the camp that he was with. This is Chief Priest, one of those brothers that was in. I'm not sure what he's doing now. He was one of those guys that was if you remember a few years back, they were in front of the Capitol. Chief Ephraim. They were in front of the Capitol out in Washington or whatever, and those so-called white boys was talking shit to that so-called Native American Indian. But yeah, we pretty much can get about ready to end out, man. You got unhinged feminist declares all men as grapists. And this guy be cutting into him. He's kind of like one of those Kevin Samuel type of guys. You know what I'm saying? Got pretty good information, but that shit is not going to be enough because they're not coming with the scriptures, man. But the truth is out there, man, because it's camps all over the place. Yahweh Shai's camp, Riley, rebuking the fairy dust spirit. I guess they probably, that sodomite spirit is out here strong as hell. Let's see though. Of course they're gonna keep you updated with Diddy. Let's see what this is good. Let's get a well, you know what? That was 3 days ago. We really don't have to. Let's see though.
Cause that's your game, and I'm gonna let you play your game, and I'm gonna let you just run it how you want to. But I'm gonna promise you, part of this I can see I'm not gonna participate in, cause I don't got time for the childishness.
That rough ass voice.
You're withdrawing. Generally, this is very common when people are losing at something. They don't want to play the game. You see, and it's almost like a woman who can't dance. She says the DJ doesn't know how to play the right music. That's all that's happening right here. You see, all of the things that I said, you've not disproven any of them. And what's worse is that you are clearly a person who's reacting poorly to trauma. You weren't taught grit.
Yeah, this guy, and women don't have no accountability out here, man. These days, man. The so-called black woman, she don't want nothing to do with accountability, man. But
Cops have little to no room for error in their job, having to deal with life or death situations daily. But what happens when the cops mess up and accidentally arrest the wrong person?
Hey, yo, that's some bullshit. Get up, put your hands on the car.
Starting with the controversial case of Patrick Mumford. Patrick was just getting back home when two officers confronted him, claiming there were warrants out for his arrest. What the cops didn't realize, though, is that the warrants were for a completely different man, but this didn't seem to bother them.
Esau don't care. Esau fuck you up, fuck your car up, fuck your home up, and everything else can be figured out later. You know what I'm saying? They don't care, man. Total idiots at work caught on camera. Man, hey, this tool boy got some everything on there, man. But hey, man, and we're living in these last days, and that's what's popping. And again, there's a lot going on out here, man. We have to damn. It says Mississippi pastor caught cheating during church is in big trouble. Hell to the Lord. Hey, you Christians, man. What's going on with you Christians, man? Y'all not doing so well out here these days, man. This so-called white guy right here, he's a God-fearing American. Let's see some of this stuff.
Say Mississippi tea, and I want to spill it for you today. A shocking video was uploaded to TikTok the afternoon of January 7th by a user named Carmel Tete, which was then sent to me by a follower, and it showcased what looked to be quite clearly a church, only someone seemed to be dead set on rushing the stage and screaming and being held back and generally causing a massive commotion.
I know they're going to play a commercial. Let's see those.
Don't.
Yeah, hey, man, Christian church is through. The Lord done a real number on that place, man. You know what I'm saying? During COVID-19. So, All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for that, man. Because Jake not going to church like that no more. And all you could see in the video was a number of a bunch of overweight black women, man. Now, and I don't mean it, sound bold, but I mean it just is what it is. That's all you pretty much overall see in there.
Rather, the story it told only got weirder and crazier as I kept watching and started diving down the rabbit hole. The video location was simply Mississippi.
With them big ass fucking eyebrows on, you in there messing with somebody's whatever.
Now, when I was...
I mean, you could clearly see, man, like I said, mostly a bunch of overweight black women that go to these churches, and you can clearly see that motherfucker is pretty much about empty. You used to go to church, and people would be, you could barely, you could barely find, oh damn, it says, pastor had an affair, and they trying to vote him out. The girl exposed him because she's pregnant and due in March. There you have it. See? So it's all kinds of madness going on in these Christian churches, man. And that's why the apostles too, man, be telling us, hey, stay away from the so-called black women. Y'all didn't even know how to fucking act in a church, man. But we all know that, it's idolatry anyway. This is just the results of sweet white baby Jesus, man. Through. Hey, the one black lady sitting there with her head down, she like, I can't believe this shit. Heck is a dog. Look at her. Look at, she can't even look up, man. Oh my. And look at how they dress, man. Look at it, just in the church, just looking any old kind of way. Maybe that's one of them. Oh yeah, I mean, they're just in there, just whatever, man. Anyway, Christian church is not what it used to be, and we're glad that the Lord is taking that shit down because it's actually idolatry anyway. So let's see where we at here. Let's get that Romans 13 and 11. We can end out there, man. Hey. Crazy, bro. Let's see.
Obviously some very ungodly behavior, right? But it's at this point that we reach the next part of this dramatic video where people in the church are calling for him to step down, and he takes the mic not only in his defense, but to insist that no one, not even the police, can remove him as pastor because he is, quote, the gospel.
Y'all, let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell y'all what happened. Do y'all remember? No, he can't go to my law. We'll be in court. The period of my law, it didn't say the moderator. It said the chairman of the deacon board would do it. He can't appoint nobody to do the job. He can't appoint nobody. We'll be in court. You can get police to get me out. We just go to court. So no, you're not. I'm not getting police to actually move. I'm the pastor. I haven't been voted out. I'm not going.
Okay, so let's pause real quick. So now, why are they still sitting there? What you still sitting there for? Because Jake, first off, loved entertainment. The so-called black woman, she loves entertainment. She loves to be entertained. See? Why are you still sitting there and all that shit going on? You should have got up and bounced like this motherfucker is out of his mind. So he's telling you that he's not leaving, he's not going nowhere, so you about to come back next week to listen to this guy go on further. But man, there's so much drama that goes on in these Christian churches, man, that you think that you at a club, man. Because that's all that they are. They're no different than nightclubs just in the daytime. That's it. But Romans 13 and 11, with that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. And that's a sleepy place right there, man. People in there are completely asleep. It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Because the Christian church is being exposed. to be some bullshit, just like the so-called white man is being exposed to be some, because he's the one that pushed that on our people. Don't you think these people in there, they pushing on our people fucking white Jesus, man? You're not getting nothing out of that. You see what white Jesus does? White Jesus bring chaos to the place, man. We ain't gonna even talk about the rest of these churches, Catholic churches, all the shit that's been coming out. People not going to church like that no more. Like I said, you can see how empty them pews are. Place empty as hell. Verse 12, it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Right? So, hey man, it's high time to awake out of sleep. It's time to repent to the Father Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahweh. And these pastors are no more than greedy dogs. Let's get that real quick. Let's play a little bit more. I'm going to pull the scripture real quick. Let's play a little more. Let's see what he's saying.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The police can't move me and I'm the pastor. Because here it is right here. The church, I don't even know what it is. It's between the church body will be called by the voting members, and it said if any time that a vote is needed for retention of the mission, a church meeting will be called. The meeting must be stated.
Look, just in there, just looking any old kind of way, dressed any old kind of way, and you can just clearly see that this place is fucking chaos. It's chaotic, man. But let's get this one. Isaiah 58:11. Yea, they are greedy dogs. No, Salaki, let's get verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. And they're not barking, and they're not warning you that an intruder is on the way, is in your vicinity, man. They're telling you that you're already saved. Sweet white baby Jesus done saved you already. You can be. That's the reason why people live like that. They're not changing their lives. There's no real repentance or remorsefulness when it comes to them churches, man. They telling you already saved and you can come as you are. Do as thy will. And a lot of these churches are like that, man. Pastor banging down everybody, man. He banging down the deacon's wife. He on the choir. I mean, come on, bro. She the last one why your wife the last one at church? Because a lot of men don't even go to church. You know what I'm saying? It's mainly the women. So they at church talking about, holier than thou. While their husbands are at home and they over the, bent over the pastor's desk in the back office, after counting all the money up that they done stole from the people. They greedy fucking dogs, man. Verse 11, it says, yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough. And they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. See? Now, in reality, if she was single and she didn't have a man, it wouldn't be, biblically nothing wrong with him being with that woman, so to speak. But now if she's in a relationship with another man, he's committing adultery. And then still at the same time, you don't want to, Scripture talks about how not bringing, roughly paraphrasing, they're not bringing shame to the gospel. You still got to use wisdom, especially in this day and time. Because even though we can have multiple women, like the Scripture says, is it wise to do so? Well, in this day and time, shit. Hell to the now. Anyway, let's see, though. Let's see. We'll get a little bit more and we'll end out, man. So, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man.
Because I asked to do one thing. Ask a question. They won't let me ask the question. They know I'm telling the truth. You can't. I asked them to let me ask one question. This church will be soon. I asked you already.
That boy said he'll sue the church or put me out of here. But nobody should be there. Everybody should have got up right now and bounced. You know what I'm saying? But they not. You know why? Because like I said again, Jake loves drama, and TikTok is the drama sphere. You know, and don't forget there, live TikToking your stupid ass. Anyway, I'm gonna end out there, man. Hey, I pray that this lesson was edifying. And we almost out of here, man. The Christian churches done failed. So-called white man is being exposed. The Lord is doing a work in the earth with these prophecies, man. And we don't have long to get out of here, man. So all praises to Yahweh Bashim Shai. Koholo Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kahakodash. Give our honors again to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. And with that, shalom, 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 man. Almost out of here. Keep on praying for the downfall of this place.